분데스리가 대여 클래시커 김민재 출격 대기 TVN 스포츠.
We talked earlier about the bond with these New England guys. They're carpooling on the weekends to Lausanne MMA. They're all training together now, and so far the results have been there, at least tonight.
These guys are banging it out early.
Right in the pocket, these guys, trading.
Good jab by Calvin. Right hand, beautiful counter.
That's called a pull right there. That's the example of a pull. He waits for the jab, gets just to the outside, comes over the top. Beautiful by Kattar. Good body shot by Burgos. Burgos needs to go to the body. That'll take away the range and the timing of Kattar.
Both these guys are big, long guys for 145 pounds as well. And probably not used to fighting guys as tall as they are. Right. Stiff jab by Kattar.
Kattar's jab is right on point. 2+ minutes gone by here in round one. Kattar closing as a plus.
He teed off there, and Burgos went to the body. Ripped those shots to the body.
That's one thing I like about Burgos is he does go to the body often. He mixes it up well. Let's see if he can keep that going, because Kattar's piecing him up pretty good with the counters and the jabs. Kattar acknowledged that Shane Burgos was on a different level than anyone he has fought previously, but a good start for the +180 underdog tonight at home. We see Burgos follow up with a left hook. He's throwing the one too well. He needs to follow it. Oh, nice body shot by Shane Burgos. And that's something he's done to all his opponents. He keeps the pressure, he stays in this proximity, he eats shots, but he tags you in the body, and it usually wears the opponents down. Right now, though, Kattar's piecing him up with that jab, and it's becoming a problem. And the reason is you're not seeing Kattar load anything. His hands just leave. Boom, boom. He's touching them. He's okay with just touching them. The big shots can come as the fight moves on. You get your range and your timing. But right now, Kattar's getting the jump because he's not loading his punches. Guys are perfectly content with a boxing match. All right, there's a leg kick. Surprised there's not more leg kicks in this proximity.
A few low ones by Kattar.
Burgos has been so clean and efficient in his previous UFC starts. Now starting to find the range a little bit with that combination.
And
that's key because he's not throwing one at a time. Counter with combinations. Don't just counter with one shot. You'll be successful. There it is. Now he's putting three together, following with the hook.
But Burgos is the one controlling the center of the octagon and pushing the pace here. Nice right hand by Kattar.
Kattar's outstriking him. I think he's outlanded him by a decent amount. Burgos rips the body, now goes up top. Combinations are going to be key for Burgos as this fight moves on. He can't just throw one at a time. Kattar's dealing well with it.
Ooh, that jab's clean.
It's perfect. It's very nice how he's throwing it. No load, just sticks it right out there like a broomstick to the face. Kattar able to evade that uppercut offering from Burgos.
Yeah, Burgos is anticipating the jab now and has preloaded counters. Ooh, front kick.
Burgos is telling you, he just doesn't care. He's coming forward like, John, hit me, I'll just keep hitting you. It's all right, you're gonna wear down.
Ooh, there it is again. Burgos with a kick to the arms.
Burgos has the reach advantage. Kattar having no problem finding a home for that jab consistently tonight. And adversity may be the wrong word, but this is as much as we have seen Shane Burgos experience in the UFC.
Well, as we said when we saw Kattar fight in his UFC debut against Andre Fili, and here you see the first takedown attempt here by Kattar. Kattar's He's very smooth. He's very professional. And he's utilizing an excellent game plan here against a dangerous guy in Shane Burgos.
Big advantage in terms of the head strikes landed for the Bostonian Kattar.
It's come down to the jab in this fight.
Yeah.
You gotta handle that weapon if you're Burgos. There's pulls, there's uppercuts, there's overhand rights over the top of it, there's low kicks, there's a lot of answers. Right now, he's just eating it though. He's firing his normal combinations, but it's not enough to deal with that jab.
Ripped
Body
to the
shots.
body there, and there's some blood coming out of the nose of Burgos, excuse me, by Kattar. And I'd like to see more of that front kick to the body.
Burgos has really fallen in love with his hands of late. He's having a pretty good stretch here in this fight as he backs Kattar up once again. Just over 2 minutes now to go in this second round.
Boy, he's ripping that left hand with the body. Ooh, nice inside leg kick by Burgos.
He's made the right adjustments this round.
He's definitely pressing the action here. Beautiful right hands against the cage.
His body shots are making the difference.
And these are the most significant moments in the fight, too. These are the moments where he's on the attack and Kattar's covering up and eating punishment.
One thing I'll say, I'd rather eat a jab any day of the week than a liver shot. And that's what Burgos is thinking right now.
Fantastic conditioning by Burgos as well. I mean, he's keeping up a very torrid pace.
He is behind on the strike count, though.
Well, it's one of the reasons why just sheer numbers don't tell the whole story of the fight. Because when you look at Kattar's face, you're seeing a lot of damage. Oh, there's a beautiful shot by Kattar.
And the numbers are live. They are unofficial. There are more of them bottom of your screen.
Constantly on the attack. Beautiful shots to the body by Burgos.
The body shots off the jab of Kattar are really starting to toll up. And you're seeing Kattar slow down a little. Plus the pressure. Pressure and the body shots are doing dividends for Burgos.
Yeah, pressure, body shots, pace. Nice leg kick there.
And he's turning it up now. You're seeing him mix up his striking much more now at the end of this second round.
There's that inside leg kick again by Burgos. Ooh, right hand over the top by Kattar. And again,
and he's going for the finish.
Chris
and he gets it.
Is it? Chris Kattar! Calvin Kattar!
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Rigliano has called a stop to this contest at 32 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Calvin Kattar.
은gaну in yellow out of the southpaw stance. Miochici in the black with gold, befitting a champion.
With a high kick to open things up.
The single leg is the key for Stipe. You got to make the big guys balance. If you make a big guy balance, you wear out the bigger man. It's exactly what DC did as well. You try to shoot double legs on Ngannou. He's got a 20-pound weight advantage over Miocic right now. So you got to stay on the singles because it's less weight that Stipe has to carry, and it'll force Ngannou to carry his own weight. Very smart. Let's see if we can keep it going.
Stipe shooting twice here in the early going.
Right back to the single.
You've got to stay on those singles.
Ngannou pushing down on the head, looking for big bombs.
Goodness, he's coming hard. He knows the shot's coming. If you pressure, you force the shot. That's what Ngannou's going for. He's forcing the shot of Stipe early.
Oh, big right hand over the top for Ngannou.
Just looks small in there right now against Ngannou. He's got to keep moving just like this. Make him hard to hit. Exactly. Be smart about it.
Good head movement by Stipe.
Better shoot again, though. Get on that leg.
Oh, he got tagged.
And uppercuts and knees are what he says he's going to use against Stipe to keep him from shooting, and he just landed one.
These big shots take a lot of energy. 90 seconds gone.
Oh. Big shot by Stipe over the top.
Oh, those two are getting awfully close. The 1-2 of Ngannou is getting closer and closer. Ngannou is so strong. Watch for him to look for the left knee up the middle. Ngannou, that one. The underhook is going to be key here for Stipe to control bigger Ngannou.
Yeah, nice knee to the body there by Stipe.
Stipe should transition to the single second he gets a shot. So much damage already.
Yeah, a little mouse under that left eye of the champion as we hit the midpoint of this first round.
He looks hurt.
Big miss by Ngannou, not deterred as he presses forward.
Oh, good right hand by Stipe. Beautiful.
Got to continue to make himself hard to hit in this first round. Weather the storm of Ngannou.
Ngannou has gotten progressively less wild as his career has developed.
Oh!
And that was a pull too off the jab of Ngannou.
Beautiful right hand by the champion.
Right over the top of the jab of Ngannou. Beautiful time takedown. And this is where we see what Ngannou is made of.
Side control.
This is where Stipe is looking to dominate the entire fight from this position right here.
And this is what we haven't seen from Ngannou since the Curtis Blades fight.
He's flat on his back, and now we have somebody with the technique to hold him there. In Stipe. Everybody else in Ngannou's spot, he popped right up because of his athleticism. And right now, Stipe's looking for an arm lock. He's trying to set it up. And now he's got to control. Ngannou's looking for a left underhook if he wants to get back to his feet.
Ngannou looks lost.
He's flat on his back.
Yeah, he does not seem to know what to do here.
He explodes. On everybody else, he's been able to explode right up. But Stipe's making the right movements to keep him down.
Miocic getting the ground.
Hammer fist by the champ. Oh, he's got a guillotine. Let it go.
Ngannou visibly fatigued as he gets back to his
Good right hand by Stipe.
Ngannou's loading a little too much, and now Stipe's seeing it.
Ngannou's average UFC fight time just 4 minutes and 6 seconds. He has already surpassed that tonight. Some encouraging signs, though, for the champion for sure in this first round.
And those uppercuts are way too close. Stipe needs to quit ducking. Nice 1-2. Beautiful! He's hurt! Goodness gracious.
Stipe shoots again.
Wow!
What an awesome first round. Thank you, guys.
Oh, my goodness. Incredible amount of attention, but he looks bewildered.
Oh, the weight in his body that he's feeling right now is incredible. That's the first round. We call that adrenaline dump. And that's what I'm seeing in Ngannou right now is a lot of adrenaline dump. Your body fills up with blood. You feel like you got weights on. Let's see if Stipe can do anything with it.
Last time Stipe went into a 5th round was against Mark Hunt, a fight in which he mixed everything up beautifully, landed a UFC record 361 total strikes.
Ngannou's so much slower in this round, and his balance is off. When he's throwing his punches, you can see all the lactic acid buildup in the adrenaline dump. He's just not moving well.
That's going to make him tired, these types of scrambles. You see how he made him balance right there? That's a problem for a big guy like Ngannou.
Halfway, Stipe, halfway! Hands up! Hands up, Stipe!
Good shot by Miocic. And he gets Ngannou down again.
Underhand!
Francis is in trouble here.
This is a very tiring position for Francis.
2 minutes.
Stipe's doing a great job of making him carry his weight here as well.
Just hanging on him.
Yep.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
Just
hang on
draining him.
Yep. See the power bar going down in the little bar on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, it's already in the red zone.
Stipe's just being mean now. That's what this is. This is just, go ahead, I don't care. I'm not getting off of you.
It's being smart.
I promise Ngannou would rather Stipe punch him than do this right now. Because punching him allows Ngannou to get some release, so he's not feeling all that weight. So Stipe would rather hang on and put all that pressure on him, make him carry the weight. Because if you punch Ngannou, he can get up. That's why we're seeing this position here. He's just wearing Ngannou out.
Finally heard Dean warns Miocic for some more action here.
Knees to the body would work well for Miocic.
It's amazing that Ngannou is just stuck in this spot.
He's waiting for Stipe to punch him so he can explode up, and Stipe's not falling for it.
Good knee to the body by Stipe, and Stipe drags him easily back down to the ground.
And that's what you do. Keep kneeing him to the body. He can't get up there. Hang on his head, knee him in the body if you're Stipe here. And this is called a spiral ride that we're seeing on Stipe. He's getting out the inside of the groin with his right hand, and he's got on top of the head of Ngannou. It's an old school, just wrestling ride.
A most efficient second round here for the champion.
And now he goes to a three-quarter Nelson, and that keeps Ngannou's head down, and that's exhausting. It cuts the air off in your neck, and your arm can't move, and his weight's on you. It's terrible.
It's interesting, Herb Dean's calling for action, but this is the smart move for Stipe. This is the perfect way to fight. Ngannou's not trying to get up, and Stipe's very smart to hold him in this position and just keep draining him.
Couldn't agree more, Joe.
And dragged him right back down easily again. And now he's on the neck.
Well, Ngannou's style, at least to this point, is such that he expends a lot of energy and not much resistance, but able to work his way to the fence now.
Stay on the single all day if you're Stipe. Ngannou doing the right thing. He's pushing the head down. The problem is he's square with Stipe right now. Pay attention to the pummel battle here on the fence. This will dictate who wins here. Right now, underhook's winning. Underhook by Ngannou. Tried it. Too much explosion.
Yeah, too much explosion. And then when he went down, he didn't immediately try to explode back up because he doesn't have the energy for it. So now he's stuck in the same position again.
He's just resting. He'd rather rest because he's not getting hit. This is what Stipe needs to do a little bit more damage here just to make him.
You're looking at a very tired, giant man. He's never experienced this before. Outside of training.
Get your kids in wrestling.
In Ngannou's lone pro loss, he did go 15 minutes, but that was very early on in his career.
And it wasn't against Stipe Miocic.
That is true. All right, back to the center here. About 2.5 minutes to go in this third round of a possible 5. Ngannou not doing anything offensively. Just trying to survive, it would appear.
There's a speed difference right now in this third round.
Well, Stipe still has his speed. Ngannou's speed has drastically been reduced. Still there.
Power's still there.
Yeah, one of those lands. It's not fun.
Hand hook to the head.
Oh, hit right for Ngannou.
Hurt him.
That's it. That's all it takes. One of those.
Miocic wisely shoots and lands.
And that's a double leg transition. Ngannou went to whizzer and he's transitioned to the knee tap. Very
Stipe's
nice.
talking to him. He said something to him when he had him down.
So what'd you punch me for?
Miocic 4 of 9 on the takedowns, came in having landed an average of just 2 per 15 minutes.
Ngannou's just trying to explode to get up, and Stipe's just not having that. A skillful grappler like Stipe is not just going to let you explode and get up. He's going to adjust every time you explode. He's going to get a better position, and you're just going to waste the energy.
The biggest difference about why Ngannou cannot explode as well is the hook of Stipe in the half guard.
Yes.
Now he's got him anchored to the floor right now. Ngannou has to get that leg out from half guard before he can try to dig an underhook and stand up on the fence.
And Ngannou's just eating punches here. He's in big trouble.
He's just tired of being tired. I guarantee you he'd rather eat those shots than try to get up. It's exhausting to get up.
45 ground strikes have landed for one of the best ground and pound guys we have seen in this UFC heavyweight division. 45 seconds and counting in round 3.
Ngannou just does not know exactly how to get up here.
He doesn't even know his leg is anchored.
Yeah.
You see Stipe pull that elbow out in a second. He'll grab that wrist and yank it right out.
There's only so much you can learn in 5 years. And with world-class training, you can accelerate some of that, but only so much.
See, with that leg caught in there, he can't explode up the way he wants to. He can't be athletic. He has to deal with the problem at hand, which is the leg and then the underhook. He doesn't even know it's in there.
But when it comes to this kind of exhaustion in competition, Stipe's faced it. Right. He's faced it against Mark Hunt. He's faced it against Junior Dos Santos. He's been here before.
And that's why he was mad that anybody gave anybody else a shot against him like Ngannou. That's what he's mad about, that.
All right, not just in camp, but in competition.
Look at that. Side control. Easy.
And now in the 4th round, we're seeing a somewhat one-dimensional Ngannou. No longer has all the skills in the grappling that he does in the 1st round and the 2nd round. It kind of wears down, and we got a one-sided match in the grappling now with Stipe on top.
And he just doesn't seem to know what to do. I mean, when you see him on the ground, he's not scooting his hips, he's not adjusting.
If anything, he should at least be on a hip, not flat on his back, right, Joe?
Well, he's at least trying to get the half guard. He got the half guard, and
do you think that's an advantage here?
If he gets the underhook on the same side, but he doesn't have the energy to get up. See, even if he gets Stipe off him, he's just drained.
He's not quitting.
Stipe's just dropping bombs on him.
He is not quitting, though.
No, I mean, he's a tremendous fighter. He just has not experienced this yet.
And sometimes you have to go through an experience like this to turn it around and focus on the grappling and everything that goes with this complex sport.
And anybody who says Stipe just hung on him, he couldn't be more wrong.
He's draining.
He's draining him. This is the worst thing. This is worse than getting punched sometimes, feeling this type of exhaustion. For anybody at home who doesn't understand what Ngannou's feeling, it's misery.
He's slamming elbows into his body, punches to his head. Now Ngannou's trying to get up, and Stipe won't let him. So he's getting more tired.
This is when you start beating yourself because your body's so tired it doesn't want to move. You'd rather take a punch from somebody else and use your own energy to get up.
But it's also, he needs so much energy to get up because he's not getting up with technique. He's just trying to muscle his way to the top, and his muscles are exhausted, so they're just failing him.
And every time Herb Dean has warned Stipe for more action, he has followed suit with it, thus preventing any stand-up.
Ngannou is still there. Look at this, but he's so tired. I mean, look at this.
And now he's listening. He said, I need more power on the ground. Now he's giving it. That's what his coach has said to him. We need more power in the ground and pound. Here it is. He's throwing it hard. He's digging it in there.
He's trying to get that neck.
Miocic continuing to apply pressure with his weight, with his strikes. Just over a minute to go, round 4.
The way that Stipe's pulling that left leg of Ngannou out is a real problem. It keeps Ngannou from being able to get his hips underneath him. So now it's forcing him to spread out instead of turn into a little ball and stand up. That's a problem. Ngannou's got to get his legs inside. See how he kicks it out? It forces Ngannou to be long instead of a little ball, which is a problem. It makes it easier for Stipe to hold him down.
He would be able to finish him.
Stipe's next submission win will be his first.
I mean, this is crazy.
Well, I think that that's not his bread and butter.
Right. I know it's not his bread and butter, but I know he can do it.
Agreed.
And he's doing it. I mean, this guy's exhausted, and it seems like Stipe's arms are exhausted too from punching.
He is exhausted, but he would rather stay here because it's normal to him.
Yeah. When was the last time you saw a guy in a world title fight in the 5th round that's this tired? It would have to be Junior Dos Santos versus Cain Velasquez.
He did it to Stipe, did it to him as well. They're very similar in their styles. Well, it was seasoned and planned and smart. Every tactic, from the single leg with your head on the outside all the way to the hanging on it, all was planned out. Ngannou's looking for the finish with a guillotine. His corners were asking him to go for it in the 3rd round.
Huge discrepancy in terms of total strikes landed. Ngannou does have 4 submission wins to his credit.
Well, he does have the neck here, but Stipe get loose.
How he looked in the first.
Well, I think Stipe's tired as well.
Right.
And I think Francis has caught a little bit of a second wind.
Stipe's definitely tired.
Yeah.
It's a lot of weight he's carrying. Remember, 20 pounds is 2 weight classes for a smaller guy, so that's still 20 pounds of weight that Ngannou has over Stipe. That's a lot to carry.
You know, and Stipe's made the argument for a 225-pound weight class that if it existed, he'd be there.
Yeah. So back to the center of the octagon, Ngannou puts his hands on his hips. And if you're Stipe, the clock's your friend.
Yeah, he says, I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on you, buddy. Throw your hand hawks.
And Francis is just sort of waiting to get that energy bar back up.
Right. Body just won't do what the mind would like it to. Less than 2 minutes now to go.
He's trying, though. Boy, it's still scary.
Still got hooked.
Stipe checks on the clock.
Watch those uppercuts. Those are the ones that Ngannou's really good at timing.
Yeah, and when he pulls his hand back, you don't know if it's coming up or over.
Because it's at his hips.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nice lead shot there for Miocic. 90 seconds now to go in this fight. Well, now would be the time. 27 seconds and counting.
Oh, flying knee attempt.
Stipe Miocic putting the finishing touches on a dominant mixed martial arts effort here tonight. They are standing and cheering in Boston. Stipe Miocic.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 50-44 for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Stipe Miocic.